Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself, and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs, and it's for Thursday, the 14th of November, 2024. Hope you're doing well. I offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also up there too. There's some special offers at the moment. Check them out on my website. I get all my readings out within 24 hours if you're ordering them. Spooky vibes because it's about to pour with rain here and it's gone really dark. Got delight. Nice. Well, we had the delight card out with Dancing with Joy yesterday. Another delightful day. Can it get any better than this? Yes, it can. We can keep on allowing even better and better in. Ride that wave. Don't get complacent about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Vulnerability. Oh. Okay. Vulnerability and delight. So at good times, you might be feeling that, oh, but what if it doesn't last? That kind of vulnerability it could be. It's gone so dark. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. A dream come true. That there is a bit of a twinge of energy, though, that vulnerability. It's like, isn't that the way? We could be experiencing the best of things, and then we've got the whole fear of like, well, what if it doesn't last? What if the sky falls? It's so spooky. Okay, tarot, what's going on? Temperance. Bide your time. Take your time. Temper yourself. Notice your emotions. Be curious about them. Why am I feeling this? Where's this from? Is it real? I mean, is it founded on anything real? Four of Pentacles, hold your energy back. You might not want to tell something about it, especially if you're having doubts about it, because you don't want to put those doubts on someone else, right? Or make someone else feel vulnerable, like, because it's projection, right? We project our fears onto someone else. Make them feel vulnerable, and they're thinking it's you that's got doubts, and it's not you that's got doubts. Ugh, we end up in a mess. Be strong. You got this. You got this. It's monsoon season here. So much rain. It's not my favorite season, for sure. High Priestess, intuition. Let's get deeper into it. Temperance. Why should we temper ourselves? I mean, we're going to have a nicer time of things if we do temper ourselves. Come along to my meditation every day. It's going to help you out. Oh, because of the devil, because of fears, we need to reckon. This is what I do in my meditations. It's a self-love meditation because I teach you how to recognize and hear the subconscious mind in meditation, because it's fearful, the subconscious mind, but put it in its place. It's the devil energy, and we don't need to get sucked into it. Imagine, right, if you had a child, a small child, and they were like really fearful all the time of the monsters in the cupboard and under the bed and all of that kind of thing. You wouldn't go along with it and believe that child, would you? You'd listen to them and you'd soothe them, but you wouldn't go, oh my God, there's monsters in the bed. You know, you just wouldn't do that. Yet we tend to do that with our subconscious mind until we don't, until we master it. So fears are coming up. A lot of like limitations, but it's only in your mind. Knight of Materials, take things slowly. Temperance says that too. Take things slowly. You've got fears coming up. It's all right. It's a very human condition to have that kind of stuff. Subconscious mind is really there to serve us. It's there to help protect us. And yes, it doesn't always get it right. It can often be way too fearful. But like I said, we don't need to believe it. You don't believe the child when they're saying that there's monsters under the bed. Duality is behind that. So, duality. We'll always have it. We'll always have it. There's not a human on this planet that doesn't have that. They'd be completely psychotic if they didn't have no subconscious mind. We don't want to deal with people like that. So, Four of Pentacles. Hold your energy back. Yeah, don't say it. I mean, I wouldn't project it. I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe your fears and then start acting on that and speaking out about it. That's not a very wise thing to do. Knight of Inspiration, passionate movement forward, but hold yourself back from that. So, like, passionate movement forward, Knight of Inspiration, it's taking action based on that fiery kind of an energy. I wouldn't do it. Four of Pentacles says hold your energy back. Be careful. You know, don't send that text message. When you're in the fears like that, Don't send those text messages. Don't put it on someone else. Don't spread it around. What's behind that is burden. Yeah, don't burden anyone else with it. It's your burden. It's your burden. And that's not to say don't tell your best friend about it, but that's different than, you know, getting the person who is perhaps involved in your fears and telling them about it, because you're likely to pass the burden on to them too. And it's not like you'll be ridding yourself of the burden too. Then you've got two people that have got fears. Be strong, says the Strength card. Three of Voices. This painful energy, the Fool. The Fool is being brave, being courageous, stepping out into the unknown. The Three of Voices it can be heartbreak, but it's pain. It's pain is what it is. It's voices, it's thoughts. The pain is in our thoughts. It's not in our reality, really. Be strong and be courageous. Trust, says the Fool, and Ascension. Raise your vibration. It's that saying, like, take the higher path. Take the higher path this time. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Know the difference between your intuition and your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the narrative mind that's going on all the time. It's negatively focused. Our superconscious mind, the intuition or guidance from our guides, our higher self, spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call it, that we receive that perhaps in our sleep, or when we're falling asleep, or when we're waking up, or when we're doing a task where our mind is clear and we're really involved in something, when we're in meditation and the meditation is going really well, like as in we get very deep in that meditation. That's when we can hear the superconscious mind. That's when we get that inspiration. If it's not in those situations, it's likely to be your subconscious mind. We can't really trust that one. 10 of Voices and the 9 of Inspiration, telling you like painful endings. 9 of Inspiration, things that you've just healed, or you're just at the end of healing. So could be your subconscious mind reminding you of fears of things that you've just been healing, of painful endings you've had before, and all of that kind of thing. It's wanting to protect you so that bad things don't happen again. It might not necessarily be your intuition. Intuition is different. It's got a positive bias. It's like those random ideas and guidance, that you wouldn't really put two and two together. You won't think, oh, this is definitely the path to this thing I've been asking for. That is intuition. The rest tends to be our subconscious mind. But yeah, do notice when you receive it, what kind of a state are you in? That's when you can tell the difference between superconscious and subconscious. Like, if I am in a negative state, if I've got something going on, I don't do people's private readings then, because I don't want my subconscious mind getting involved in readings. That wouldn't be good at all. So I never do that. I take the time off, sort it out, change my state. And if I can't get my readings out within 24 hours, if I'm in a certain kind of an energy, I'll message the people that I've booked in and say, sorry, I don't want to do your reading today because I wouldn't do you justice. I'm not in the right state for it. I'll do it tomorrow. For those of you might have experienced that from me, it doesn't happen very often, but it's good to know what state we're in, because that shows us what kind of thoughts we're receptive to. There's retreat behind that. So yeah, don't believe your mind. Don't believe your mind. Even if your ego is telling yourself that it's intuition. Not if it's fearful. You see people like doing channeling. They think they're doing channeling anyway. They're channeling something. And it's all about fear and doom and stuff. It's like, that's not channeling. That's your subconscious mind. Because channeling, it doesn't ever talk about the fears. It's just not negatively focused in the slightest. What about our romance? Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. And power. You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no, walk away at any time. In other words, you can get into something if you want, and then you can walk away at any point as well. You're not like signing your life away by getting into a relationship. You can change your mind. We're allowed. We're allowed to make choices. We're allowed to change our minds. How about that? What else? Practice gratitude. Be grateful for what you've been through, even when it's not very good stuff that you've been through. At least we've learned, right? At least we've learned through that. What else? For our romantics, we have patience. Have patience with your love life. Fears are coming up. Yeah. Trust. Right. So I talked on this yesterday. We shouldn't just trust. You might think that you've got an issue and you're not a very trusting person, but it could be that you've just been letting the wrong people in your life. Trust isn't about like fixing yourself so that you can trust. It's about getting more discerning about who you let in your life. And then when you start being able to be discerning about who you should be able to trust, who you could be able to trust, because they're showing the things that a healthy person shows that is trustworthy, you know? If you've learned how to discern like that, then you're going to trust much more easily. Much more easily. So trust fears, you know? The fears are telling you something. Some of you are way too open to the wrong kind of people. Some of you were way too open to the wrong kind of people and you're not anymore. Well, good for you. There's not that many great people around. There's quite a few of them on this island and they're my friends. The ones that are, they're my friends. And I can trust them. Even then the fears come up. Even then the fears come up because I sometimes think that people, even though they've shown me that they're really good people, I still have the fears that they're going to treat me like my family, that they're going to judge me for these things, that it's not okay for me to be me, so that it's not okay for me to have received. So if someone is being really generous with me, one of my good friends, and it's okay for me to receive, the fears still kick in. My subconscious mind says, oh my God, they're going to be so resentful. You shouldn't have received that from, it's not safe. The subconscious mind is remembering my experience from my childhood with my family, right? That weren't safe to receive from. It was filled with resentment. So these fears are a part of us, right? They are a part of us. It's like I was saying, you've got to recognize that subconscious mind because it's a part of us. It's a scared child. But don't believe it. Those monsters, they aren't real. Bad choices and self-love. We've got to love ourselves. And we have made bad choices in the past and we know it and we've learned from that, right? But it's a part of your nervous system now, so you better accept that those fears will come up. But if you've got this, if you've learned, then you've got this. What else? Oh, nice. I like this card. It's the casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. It's like putting a lid on it. It's like it's a real ending. You know what I mean? Like there's endings and there's things that we've been through and it's like, oh, thank God that's over. But there's a point where it's like, it's really over. You put a lid on it. You're like, that can never happen to me again because I've learned now and I would never go into the same patterns again. I just wouldn't do it again. So I'm not open to that again. I couldn't be conned in that kind of way again or whatever it is. But take care. Enemies are working against you. They'll still try, those ones. Flowers, happiness. A candle, you will be shown the way. And a man, dealings or relationship with a man. Well, think of a yes or no answer question. I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out shortly for our answer. It's just a bit of fun though. This is a general reading, not a personal one. If you do want a personal reading, book yourself in on my website, behealing.com. I do get them out within 24 hours. And if I'm not going to, you'll get an email from me explaining why. Why I'll have to do it within 48 hours instead. Well, how best to deal with these energies today? Got the Three of Wands along with the Page of Pentacles. So Three of Wands is like waiting for divine timing, perfect timing, when you've cleared your energy before you say something. Page of Pentacles, pages are about communication, messages. So like I said, don't text. Hold your energy back. Don't text. Don't send that text. Wait until you've sorted your energy out before speaking out, sending those text messages and all of that kind of thing. You know what it's talking about. We've all been there. We've all sent that text that we shouldn't have sent. Huh? Think of a yes or no answer question now. Your answer is yes. Go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment. I do love hearing from you. And consider clicking that join button down there as well to be a part of my membership. After my daily meditation, which I would love for you to meditate with me every day, that's available to all of you, whether you're subscribers or not on my channel. Directly after that show, I go live for the members where I give readings in there. So check that out. If you want to be a part of that, join and you'll be invited to those each day. Well, have the best day ever. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.